Given the equation x to the power 10 plus 13x minus 1 all to the power 10 equals 0, where rk and rk bar are the roots of the equation. Rk bar is the conjugate of rk. Evaluate the sum from k equals 0 to 4, 1 over rk times rk bar. This is a polynomial equation with a degree of 10. So it has a total of 10 roots. 5 roots and their corresponding conjugates. Clearly x equals 0 is not a solution of the equation. So we divide both sides of the equation by x to the power 10. Then the equation becomes 1 plus 13 minus 1 over x all to the power 10 equals 0. By rearranging, the equation becomes 13 minus 1 over x all to the power 10 equals minus 1. We label it as equation 1. We let omega equal 13 minus 1 over x, then equation 1 becomes omega to the power 10 equals negative 1. As e to the power of I, times 2k plus 1, times pi is equal to cosine 2k plus 1 pi plus I sine 2k plus 1 pi, which is equal to negative 1. So the equation can be written as omega to the power 10 equals e to the power of I, times 2k plus 1, times pi. We label it as equation 2. The roots of equation 2 are omega k equals e to the power of I, times 2k plus 1, times pi over 10. K can take values of 0, 1, and so on, 9. There are a total of 10 roots. We can see from the graph that when k equals 0, 1, and so on, 9, the corresponding angles are pi over 10, 3 pi over 10, and so on, and 19 pi over 10. Each angle is corresponding to a root of equation 2. Omega 0 is equal to e to the power of I pi over 10, omega 9 is equal to e to the power of I times 19 pi over 10, they are conjugate. Similarly, omega 1 and omega 8, omega 2 and omega 7, omega 3 and omega 6, omega 4 and omega 5 are conjugate. As omega equals 13 minus 1 over x, and we know that rk, k equals 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are roots of the original equation. So we let 1 over rk equal 13 minus omega k. Then 1 over rk bar equals 13 minus omega k bar. Therefore, 1 over rk times rk bar can be written as 13 minus omega k, times 13 minus omega k bar. By expanding, we can now write equals 169, minus 13 times omega k plus omega k bar, plus omega k times omega k bar. Note that omega k times omega k bar equals 1, as the circle is a unit circle. So we can now write equals 170 minus 13 times omega k plus omega k bar. So the sum from k equals 0 to 4, 1 over rk times rk bar, is equal to the sum from k equals 0 to 4 170 minus 13 times omega k plus omega k bar. The sum from k equals 0 to 4 170 is equal to 5 times 170. The sum from k equals 0 to 4 13 times omega k plus omega k bar can be write as 13 times the sum from k equals 0 to 4 omega k plus omega k bar. The sum from k equals 0 to 4 omega k plus omega k bar is just equal to omega 0, plus omega 1, plus so on, plus omega 9. From the graph we can see that omega 0 plus omega 5 is equal to 0, omega 1 plus omega 6 is equal to 0, omega 2 plus omega 7 is equal to 0, omega 3 plus omega 8 is equal to 0, omega 4 plus omega 9 is equal to 0. So the sum from k equals 0 to 4 omega k plus omega k bar is equal to 0. Therefore, the algebraic expression to be evaluated is just equal to 5 times 170, which is 850.